Hi, I'm Sally Pelkey, and I am the current president of the Middle Eastern Dance Guild of Eugene, and we call ourselves MEDGE. And we are preparing for our fall festival that is going to be October 12th, which is next Saturday, featuring the beautiful Sakura, and also workshops available with Yamaya and Amira. One thing that I've been working on is making a quilt for our raffle, and there is a lot of work that I've done in this, but it's been a really good project for me to work on. I was inspired by pictures that I've taken in the past, and as you can see, I'm going to show you the quilt here and talk about that a little bit. This I made so that it could be a fundraiser for MEDGE. We spend a lot of money bringing artists into our community, and it costs money to put them up in hotels, and we do it with love and excitement, but things do cost money. And so I have made this quilt because I love MEDGE, and I want it to bring some money in for our future plans for 2014. So I would like to show you my quilt that I have made. So this is the quilt, and you can see that I have, and you can come closer if you want to. I have machine embroidered by manual. I don't have an embroidery machine. I just do this with my sewing machine. But I machine embroidered around photographs that I took at Fall Festival one year here. This is Sister Celebration one year. Sabine, Jeannie, there's Portia. There's a lot of people that we know. These two on the outside are pictures that I took up at Tribal Fest one year of Bella Knott, and I just love the pictures of group women dancing in groups. This is a photo I got off the internet of Zoe Jakes doing a backbend, and I was just enthralled by the shape that her body made with that picture. So I used that as one picture. This picture in the center is a picture of Jeannie doing the Gedra at the MEDGE stage one year, and I really like how she was blessing the audience, and I gave her like little magic coming out of her hands. This is a picture of Candace's group that they danced at the Karim Nagi show, and I just loved how they were just joyful, and I put flowers in their hair, and I'll show you the photograph that inspired me for this one. This is, of course, our own Sabine with her double sword, and this is a picture of Mariama, and she hasn't danced a lot, but I loved this, again, this shape that she made when she was dancing, and I've had that probably for close to 8 years that I wanted to keep and portray it somehow. This was a shirt that I got at Goodwill, and this is of course the neckline of this shirt, and I cut off one of the sleeves and put it up above, and then embroidered eyes here. And this little sweet crocheted flower my mother actually made. She passed away in 2012, and she was a crochet master, and we've been going through her things, and I found all these tiny little embellishments, and so I thought this lady needed part of her, part of my mom on her block. I added this little medallion to this block. This material up here and this material down here is the same material, but this is the back of the material and this is the front of the material. But I loved the darkness and the maroons that it had, so I used the back of the material and put some wooden beads in the center just to show the difference of that. This material over here had all of these little medallions on it already, so I just quilted around that. And this is a picture of Rashid. He has passed away, sadly. I took this picture at Tribal Fest at the same time that I took the pictures up above, but I gave him lots of pretty ornaments in his costume, fixed his necklace, and he was balancing a tea tray and doing the splits. And I just was drawn to the shape that the dancer made when they were performing. This unit right here is the back of a coat that was given to me by Mariama a couple of years ago at the potluck. And this material here was material I was given from Kathy Gunson, and I just collect material and I don't get rid of anything. This material right here was actually a pillow that I had in my house for a long time, but it's white, and I have dogs and that's not really practical. And this material I added coins just for a little bit of bling, but I got this coat at Goodwill as well. And this long piece up here that I embroidered all those dancers, that was a blue skirt that I got at Goodwill. And you can see that in order to make it lay flat-ish, I had to put darts in it to make it so that it would lay flat. And but I think it makes a really beautiful heading for the quilt. I embroidered MEDGE over here on the side, and then all of the sashing. The sashing is in between all of the blocks. All of the sashing, I just did a random kind of a horn quilting all the way around. And then on the outside sashing, I did this swirly. It took many hours, hundreds of hours of work, just to even put it in perspective with my machine doing this green border going all the way around. The entire quilt took 1 hour. So this was great therapy for me. I have had kind of a really funky summer, and this has been wonderful for me to have something to focus on, and I'm really proud of it. And again, I want to express the importance that this is a fundraiser for MEDGE, and I hope that it can bring some money in for our future plans, because we got some big plans for 2014. So I hope you buy tickets, and it's totally functional. You can see the back is all quilted. Quilting, just FYI, is putting the top in with the batting and putting it on the back. So it's making the sandwich with all of the stitches. So all of these stitches that you can see on the front and the back, that is called the quilting. And so it's very functional. The measurement is 70 inches wide to about 80 inches long. And I think it's art. I think somebody will love it, and I love it. I hope that it brings us a lot of money. So thank you, and I hope to see you at the Fall Festival.